This week on The Voice, it was absolutely explosive. We had some really just strong voices, strong blind auditions, and on top of that, we saw Adam Levine get rejected. Performance after performance. So keep it locked right here. We'll be right back.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Come on.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
I used to get calls on my cell phone all the time.
You guys are so much cooler than the other shows that I do. We don't ever have like this. This is like the best song I've ever heard.
I'm just vibing right now. I mean, have you ever had someone call you on a cell phone late at night and your line was blinking? But this is the thing. They usually was no good for you. They were usually no good.
Ain't that the truth?
For you. It was just like a booty call, right?
I usually have them call me on my landline.
Do they still have those? Are those still available?
I still have one. Or a payphone, maybe.
A payphone.
There's one outside my house. I
Look,
think it's probably good.
Anything to get the job done, right?
Okay. I beg to differ. Okay, guys.
So welcome back. Season 14, recapping episode 3 and 4 of The Voice.
Yes.
But before we even get into the episode, we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm your host, Cessna.
I am Bryce McLeay.
And I'm Monique Loveless.
Hey guys, and I am Candi Marie, and we are so excited to have you guys back for another week.
Excited.
We are so excited. I loved episode 3 and 4 this week. It was so much more energy. It was so much more real talent because last week, I was a little bored. Okay. I was a little bit bored.
Yeah, I almost fell
But
asleep.
this week, it was just back to back to back.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it was really fun to watch. I'm sorry I missed you guys last week.
I know you were gone.
Sorry, I was gone. I know. It was
Right. Oh, it's so nice to find you.
Yeah, I know. It feels like we should like a giant hug.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah, no.
Panel love.
But I agree with you. I think that this week was a lot. There was a lot of really good talent, and I think that. But I was gonna say I'm new to The Voice, so it's kind of I've watched it here and there, like with my parents because they love it. But,
Oh my gosh, I love it. I've been watching it for not 14 seasons, but probably at least a good 12.
So, but
12 seasons. You're a real super fan.
And how long has it been on?
Really
Has it been on for 12 years or 7 years?
No, I don't think
2 cycles a year is what I guess.
It might be that. I'm not sure. You know how you don't really think about.
on
Yeah,
all
you
the
don't think
time.
about it. It's
Damn,
on
that's
all
a
the
long time. I've been watching it for that long. Woo. But I don't know. I just know that it's 14 seasons. When the seasons come on, that's when I know, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'll watch it.
But it's been a while.
Yeah.
But it was so refreshing to see real talent.
Yes,
real
absolutely.
talent. And it was this authenticity tonight that we saw in tonight's episode and then last night's episode. It was just real.
Yeah.
It was real. I loved it.
Real artists. Like none of that karaoke mess that we've heard in the past.
No karaoke.
Other shows. We all know who I'm talking about. But
Segue into it. No.
Right.
No.
So
I'm not going to go there.
So let's talk about the first performance of the night. The first performance was with Christiana. She was from
Christiana
Indiana.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she sang the Hotline Bling by Drake. I loved her rendition of it. She made it her own. It was soulful. I felt it. And she had been through so much from, having the throat operation and being told she was never going to sing again.
Yes. Shout out to her because she did say that she was going to watch us. So shout out to Christiana.
Yeah, we
Christiana,
love
I hope you
you.
tuned in, girl.
Can
You
I
got
say
a fan.
This, though? I am a fan as well, but I was a little nervous.
At
because
first?
when people try and remix these hip hop songs, these rap songs, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work.
It
So I was
doesn't-
like, come on, give me something good.
Do you
And she
think that
did.
it-
She
oh, I
delivered.
was gonna-
She delivered.
I was
Absolutely.
nervous though. I was nervous
She
originally.
did. I absolutely loved her. The fact that she could turn a hip hop song into an emotional, slow down song, and then the fact that you could tell she can scat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
no,
scat in
definitely.
a car. So
It's
she can
scatting.
actually scat. And the fact that you can do that and it shows her variety that you can take any song now and give her any song and tell her to put that emotion into it. So I am a fan of her. I know last week y'all were like, I want to see who you like. I loved her, okay? I actually think that she can win. Like, I think she could actually win.
Okay.
And she ended up going with Alicia.
Yes.
And
I mean, like, who isn't going to go with Alicia, though? She's like the best saleswoman I've ever
But Alicia
seen.
is also hard to please because she said it herself. She just wants the top of the top, the cream of the cream, creme de la creme, or whatever.
Yes.
So she's
Yes.
really
That's true.
she's not easy to please, but she took this home. This girl was amazing.
This girl was so good.
Absolutely amazing.
She was so
She was
good. I
awesome.
loved her.
She was great, guys. But I'm gonna hold off until my favorite guy until he
comes in.
Yeah, because that guy blew me away. But
Save
I'm
the
gonna
best.
wait. I'm gonna get
Save
there.
the
I'm
best.
gonna save him.
Save the best for the
This
last.
was a real come out of the gate, though. Like, coming
Yeah.
out of the gate,
No,
you're like,
she
okay.
came
this
out the gate very, very strong. And this is
She
the thing.
did.
I believe when it comes to being an artist, it's all about taking risk. And she took a risk by singing this song, which
She
is like a
did.
hip hop song, and making it her own and giving us the
did.
jazz and giving us all the nuances that make it her.
The variety. She gave variety, and I love that. She took a song that we're used to bopping to, and she made it into a variety jazz, versatile song. She showed her versatility on it.
Absolutely.
I loved her. Like I she could win.
She could absolutely
win.
She
take
could
it
win.
home.
She was cool. She was cool.
Okay, you know what?
She was
Okay,
cool.
Candace
She
is
was
hard to
great.
please tonight.
She was cool.
Listen,
You're Alicia. You're
I am
Alicia this
definitely
evening.
Alicia. Hi. You know they used to call me Alicia back in the day. Hey sis, how you doing? But no, listen, like I guess for me, I'm just a tough critic. I grew up with music. You know, my father sang, you know, I do a lot with music. Like now, in a sense, I have a lot of friends that are artists. So I guess like I don't want to see anything, and don't kill me for saying this, but I don't want to see anything that might come off to me as stereotypical. Like I want to see something that just blows me away. That wow.
felt that was
Wait a
stereotypical?
minute.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say like, I don't know. I want to see something that I haven't seen been done before. I've seen that been done before.
Where?
With a black girl with a powerhouse voice and things. And I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life.
No. You're
Hey,
not-
listen, man. People take this stuff seriously.
Yeah. No,
Look,
this
no.
is one of those shows that they really
Exactly.
They really do.
Exactly.
So let's move on to the next performance. Next, we have Brett, who was from Pasadena, California, who sang "She's a Bad Mama Jamma." I loved him.
With the little
with the ukulele.
Ukulele.
I love that.
And he was very cute. He was
handsome.
cute.
All right,
He
but
had
you
like,
guys-
hi, ukulele.
You guys, isn't it? Don't you feel a little bad that he has to share a bed with his brother?
No. That's
Look, tough times build you.
Yeah.
Hello.
They build you. Tough times
Hey,
build you.
I feel like I need a pound right
Come
now.
on, that's a pound right
Yes.
there. Pound it.
Pound.
I mean,
Sometimes build
but
you.
look, there
No,
are
really.
air mattresses. There's cots. Like he could sleep on the floor. Did they have to share? I mean, it's like.
Well, he's a struggling artist.
Some families are just like that.
All right.
I've shared beds with my cousins, with my brothers, my
Okay,
sisters.
all right,
like
all
12
right.
of us
I
in the
mean,
bed.
I still share beds
It's
sometimes
not-
if if it's necessary.
I'm not
Well,
saying
I've never
I'm
had to
not
do
saying
that.
I'm above it. I
So what's
just
your point,
feel
Bryce?
A little bad. I'm
What
just
do you-
what do you
I
say?
feel a little bad. I was like,
What's your
that's all
point,
I
Bryce?
I
got.
know when you grow up privileged and
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
sheltered and taken care of.
All right,
I'm kidding.
guys.
I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Have to be on the side
You know
of
what,
the
guys?
table.
We just keep it real.
I always had my own room. No, I actually didn't. I was like,
I did. My
kind of sad.
own room, own bathroom.
Maybe I'm just
so.
mad that I like never want to go back there. I'm terrified that I'll have to go sleep in my brother's bed with him. That's projection.
Yeah, I ended up liking him though. I like the what is it?
Ukulele.
Yeah.
Ukulele. I loved it. The
There
only
he
person
is.
that picked
Look
him
at
was
him.
Blake. But he has such a groovy vibe. I
Oh,
was like,
so
yes.
Listen, the ladies are going to love him.
Yes.
Just for
Yes.
his look alone. Listen, I love him for his look alone. I didn't have to hear nothing. I just want to look at him.
Only
Hey.
Blake picked
He
him?
got it.
That's it. That's
He
the only
has
person.
it. And I
Yes.
think
Only
music
Blake turned for him.
is all about being able to create an atmosphere of just having a good time. And when I hear his music, I just want to have a good time.
Yes.
do.
You know,
Yes.
and it's the same effect Bruno Mars has. When you hear
Yes.
Bruno
Yes.
Mars' music, you just want to dance.
And you
want
can-
to jam.
and
It
you
doesn't
know
matter
what?
how old you are.
You can tell that he is also enjoying himself.
Yes.
Which
yes.
is so important. You can tell he loves what he does.
Yes.
And it's authentic, that word again.
Yes. Absolutely.
I loved it. I actually really liked him. He didn't have the most powerful voice, but I really liked his feeling. I like that it's like you said, the Bruno Mars feel. He gets
It's
you
fun.
moving, like hey, like you wanna get up and move, and you know he makes your
Yeah, this
grandma
was
and
good.
auntie want to get up and
Yeah,
move.
exactly.
You know, so I like that.
Yeah, and I think it's fitting for the time that we live in. We need more music that makes us feel that way.
good
And you
music.
know what I mean? Because it's so much happening in America and in this world. We need good music like this.
Right. I'm interested to see what Blake does with him now.
Yeah,
That's going to be very
absolutely.
interesting. That's an interesting pair.
What would he normally do? Like,
What do you mean?
Yeah, like what do you think his strategy would be for an artist like this?
I don't
In
know.
previous seasons.
Blake usually, the thing with Blake is he's really into like country and stuff like that. So I feel like he may bring someone in for him and help out with him.
Okay.
I think that may be the strategy. It may not. He may know how to use his talent, but
I could foresee him giving him a little more soul. I think he's soulful, but I think Blake could add just a little more.
It's a deeper level of
that
soul in him.
Yes,
Okay.
especially with that ukulele.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. He can go he could definitely go deeper. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So the next person we have was it Jamie or Jamie? Am I saying that?
Jermaine?
Jermaine, who sang "You Got It Bad" by Usher.
Yeah, that was good.
really,
I was nervous.
I was nervous. I was on eggshells.
I'm surprised that he got a turnaround. Honestly,
I'm surprised he got a turnaround too.
I was
he's
looking
a
for an
singing
identity.
telegrammer.
I was looking for an identity.
I don't mean
like
that
when
thing.
if I closed my eyes, I would have thought, okay, is this a Usher wannabe?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But
that's what I thought.
But that's what they said too. They were like, you really sound like him. And
The
he's
thing
like,
And
was
that
"That's
is
your
the
compliment."
problem.
He wasn't as smooth as Usher is on his notes.
No.
I thought he was kind of like, at first I felt he was nervous, and then when he got like 2 turnarounds, I was like, wow, I didn't really understand his turnarounds. But maybe they see something that I couldn't see. Clearly they're coaches, and I'm just here giving unsolicited advice. But I
I believe-
I'm giving concrete advice, by the way. I'm a musical expert, just so you know.
Well, yeah, the musical expert over here, and I'm not.
I'm not at all.
I believe that it was a great performance. I mean, a good performance, but not a great performance. And I felt like you said, I didn't see the identity in it. I didn't see his identity in it.
Okay, Chance, you said you're on eggshells, though. What does that mean?
Because the first part of it is I believe that he was trying too hard. I believe when you're trying to sing and you're on stage, it has to be the focus has to be. This is the thing.
Effortless.
The focus has to be inward. You gotta feel. It has to be in here, not out here trying to. And I felt like it was too outward. The energy-
reaching.
It was
He was
too.
reaching.
He was reaching,
Yeah.
and he didn't have to. But that's the thing. He didn't have to.
He did not.
You know what I mean?
Like-
Sometimes we try to overdo it, and we don't
Like,
have
who
to.
is Jemai? I want to get to know who Jemai is.
Yeah.
Make this song your own.
Make it
Don't
your
give
own.
me your best Usher rendition.
Yeah.
Show me who Jemai is. And I did not, I don't know who Jemai is.
Well, right
I
now
don't.
I feel like he may be the weakest link on Alicia's team.
Well, let's
Because he had two people turn around, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had
Aisha
Kelly
and
and
Kelly.
Ali-
and Kelly.
Alicia.
But with some
Kelly and
development,
Alicia.
I feel like with coaching and development, he can be really strong.
Oh, absolutely. Because that last note is what saved him. At first, nobody was like, okay, we done heard this before, this little baby Usher. But no, when he hit that note, it showed us this is Jemai. Because I'm sorry, but there is not a note like that in the original version.
Yeah.
Like, especially on that part of the song, no. So I was glad he did that because he saved his butt.
Okay, here's what's hard for me though, because you guys were just was pressing on a point that I was thinking about when I was watching this. So the coaches say that there are people they tell some people they're like, which we'll get to. I don't want to spoil it, but like there are people that do renditions of songs that are like, oh my god, like you made it your own. It was amazing. Like you flip the song on its head, and then other people they're like, I just can't imagine anybody else singing that song.
That's
And
how
it's
I
like,
feel.
You know
That's
what I
how
mean?
I
But
feel.
like that seems like a double edge. That seems like a
This song is one of those songs that you either have to be stronger than Usher, or I can't imagine anybody else doing it than Usher,
Yes.
because he literally went into that studio and he sang his heart into that song.
Yes.
He did.
So it's hard to see someone else doing this, like a Whitney Houston song.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you felt that song so much, besides Confessions. This is one of Usher's deepest songs that you feel, and I can't really see anybody else doing it unless you are more powerful than
Right.
Usher.
Or the only other way you could successfully pull off a song is if every word has emotion and every word tells your truth.
Yeah.
Make me feel what you're saying is your truth. Make me feel it. That's the only other way, is if I feel like, okay, he's not just singing this, like he is singing this. Like he has been there, he has done that. If every word feels emotional and it tells the truth, then for me, it might make me be like, okay, like if somebody sang a Whitney, that's one of those things like, okay, you better either sing better than Whitney or don't sing it at all. But if you changed it up and you made it your own, like some of these other people that I'm hoping that we're gonna talk about real soon, then it might make me believe in what you're doing.
Okay, wait. Just
I agree with that.
Oh, go ahead. Just before you move on, I want to ask a question to you, ladies.
Okay, well, I just want to piggyback off what you said. I completely agree with that. It has to be a story. When you sing a song, you have to tell a story behind the story the song is already communicating. And the song, the Usher song is clearly communicating a message, but there was no story of his own storyline behind that. So I agree.
Right. Now, what's your question?
Okay, I was going to ask
What's
you,
your
what would
question?
you do if a guy broke up with you over a singing telegram?
Huh?
That's what he does. He breaks up with people. via singing
Wait a minute.
telegrams.
Wait. You can't say he's doing that. What do you mean?
No, that's what he does. That's what he does on.
that's what he
his
does.
job. That's his job.
Was
He
that
goes-
him?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he
that's
was.
that
I'm gonna be
guy.
honest with you.
He's a
I don't
telegram
know.
person.
Like, how do
So
you
he-
react?
so
Oh,
anyway,
you
just-
own
just
the
to give
guy
you
on the
context-
actual
Really
show.
does.
Yeah, just to
I
give
thought
you
you were talking about
context.
Usher.
So no, not Usher. He might too, but Jermaine, his profession is to
Yes.
go around doing singing telegrams, and he breaks up with.
Well, not only breaks up,
not
he
only
does
breaks up, he, like,
proposals
and, like, happy birthdays.
yeah, and stuff like that. He said
Interesting.
he's had a couple of breakups,
I don't know
but
if
that's
I
not
missed that part.
interesting.
So yeah, would that be something that you would be interested in?
Well, I mean, is he getting paid for it?
Yeah, he's getting paid.
Well, you got to pay your rent. Look,
But what
you
would
got to do
if
what you got to
someone-
do.
If someone broke up with you
I don't
for
know
a
what I
singing
would do.
telegram, that's actually
If
a very
someone broke
creative-
up with me-
a very creative way to break up with
A
someone.
singer.
will
I
say that.
mean, that's BS. I mean, you're gonna really like. Hopefully, you're dating real men, ladies, where they can be a man about it, call you, take you out to
better listen
dinner,
to
and
me.
tell you, look, it's
Ooh.
over. Don't break. I've done that in the past. I broke up with some guy, but that was like high school. You know
Via
what I mean?
singing telegram. Did you sing to them?
Yeah, I
It was-
did actually.
I'm sorry.
On the voicemail.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
That's good.
That was me.
I wouldn't even
Yes,
be
it
mad
was.
about that if you broke up with me.
I know,
on
what
a-
song
on a
did you
singing- on a
sing?
Girl, I
voicemail
was-
if you sang on
I
it.
was singing some. I think.
What song did you sing?
Girl, I was Whitney, Usher. I was singing all the songs, and I'm telling you, I was doing. I promise you, I'm not even joking. I would do it on the voicemails, and even with guys, and then some of my
happened
friends, girls
multiple
that I didn't want to
times?
be friends with.
Oh.
You know, I just let
That's
them
a
know.
good way. That's a good thing too. A good way to break up with a
it's
friend.
time. It's time to go our separate ways.
Listen.
Check your voicemail.
Listen, don't you ever listen to me. You better never leave me no voicemail. I'm not checking nothing
Look,
from you.
all right, don't mess up.
Don't call me.
All right, no one can leave anyone a voicemail. at this
Check your
table.
voicemail.
ever
Check
leave
your
me a
voicemail.
voicemail.
Check your
Chance.
voicemail.
That was before the DM. You know what I mean?
Right.
Before
You
your
gonna
DMs.
DM the song too?
Yeah, you put like the little
Or that
notes.
hotline
You
bling.
put like little notes.
Listen to me. Don't you send me
Musical
no text
notes.
messages, no voicemails, no DMs, nothing from you, Chance.
Oh God. But I thought it was. I mean, so far, let's just rewind it back. We've had a great first half of this show, but now we have some competition because you have American Idol back.
yeah.
American Idol, which is the singing competition that
show.
started it all and revolutionized the TV
show.
landscape.
That
Now has a new
show.
home
I'm joking, guys.
on ABC. So they have a new home.
Yes.
Now, the search for the superstar begins on the all-new American Idol on ABC, guiding contestants along the way of the esteemed panel of judges. We have popcorn, pop icon Katy Perry,
Yes.
country superstar Luke Bryan, and country superstar Lionel Richie.
What are those people going to be like? That'll be an
I don't
interesting
know.
combination.
Yeah,
It's a good combination.
yeah.
That's a good combination.
And then Ryan Seacrest. So
And then Ryan Seacrest, but they'll be joined by,
Nice.
I mean, he's Emmy Award-winning Ryan Seacrest and a producer, and he'll be hosting the series. So
yeah, and American Idol is the only singing competition that goes around the country and tries to find that actually goes out. I mean, The Voice is different because they come, it comes
Yeah.
to you, but
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
They actually
go around the
go out.
country. They find undiscovered performances, and their stories are like as diverse as America, which is
Yeah,
very
which is
interesting.
pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, and I feel like they'll find a good range of contestants. They're gonna go. They want the golden ticket to Hollywood. You're going to Hollywood. Do you guys remember when American Idol came out and you're like, you're going to
You're
Hollywood?
going to Hollywood.
That was like, I mean, I that's like my childhood.
no, really.
I know, but
No,
now that I
really.
live in Hollywood, it's like really.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to come here.
They have $1,000 fine for a reason.
Yeah, they've got like 7 parking tickets.
Man.
Anyway, it's one of the most anticipated series of the television season, and the American Idol journey begins on Sunday, March 11th at 8/7 Central, right
Yes.
after America's Funniest Home Videos on America's network, ABC. I feel like Ryan Seacrest would be pretty happy that I just did that.
He
Like,
would-
he'd be
yeah,
like,
it's
you know what?
stoked.
He'd be like, American Idol. I should have done it like that. I should have really gone for it.
You're
but
Ryan Seacrest.
Sadly, I did not. Anyway.
And what about you, ladies?
Yes, well, if you guys want to have fun, learn and grow in all the areas of your life, for those who do, we got a podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, our founder, Maria Menounos, to be exact. Podcast edition is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder. Like I just said, guys, again, this is a live read. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life, from health and wellness to career and relationships, finances, and more. Let our Maria be the big sister you never had. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. Again, it is free, so you have no excuses. So be sure to rate and comment, and when you do, let Maria know it was us who got you there. So let them know, the panel from The Voice, we sent you there.
Yeah.
Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Make sure you guys check it out.
Yeah, don't tell them that the Flash sent you.
Menounos.
Yeah, Menounos.
Sorry, guys. Sometimes I get a little tongue tied.
Menounos.
Maria, I'm really excited to see who she has on. I want to know, I want to know who she's gonna get. I want to listen to her. I wish she would be my life coach.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Because I need some direction. So if you want a charity case, please send me an email.
Listen, I just need you to teach me how to properly say your amazing name.
I know,
because I am like Menounos.
We can do a whole class on that.
Listen,
a tutorial.
I love it. We're so grateful for everything that she's done here at AfterBuzz TV.
So grateful. So grateful.
Check her out.
Her. Absolutely. So let's move into episode 4, which was the episode tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about the girl who looked like a beekeeper.
Oh, you're wrong. That's
Which
so,
one?
Yeah, I felt so bad
She
for
had
her.
such a great spirit.
With the cowboy girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
A beekeeper.
That's what she looked
A
like.
beekeeper or a zookeeper?
I know, a beekeeper.
That was
Like someone who
Adrian.
wears like
Adrian.
that.
I mean, beekeeper,
Adrian,
zookeeper.
she was really
They're
sweet.
pretty
She
much
had,
the same.
They're pretty
she
much
was
the
really
same.
sweet. She had a great personality.
Before we jump to episode number 4, can we do number 3 with Jorge or Eduardo? Despacito. Despacito.
Oh my God.
The one that
was
Kelly jumped
Kelly
up
Clarkson.
on. And
His voice was dope. He had a really nice voice.
I thought it was very pretty, and that is a very hard song to do, and
absolutely.
he did it so flawlessly.
You did a great job.
I don't know. That song is tough to do.
I
because I
agree.
feel like almost anybody can sing. I can sing that song and
I
do a
agree.
good job. You know,
I
if
don't
I
know.
knew how to speak the language.
Right.
I don't know. That's one of those songs. But I did really like the guy that came right after him, who also.
Wait. Oh, the guy that chose Team Alicia. That's who
Yes.
I'm talking about.
That's who. Okay, that's who I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Johnny Bliss, the other Mexican singer,
the other Mexican singer.
Spanish singer.
He came right after, and
Wait,
that's
who
when
was that?
Alicia got up and started singing.
The gentleman.
Yes, that's Johnny Bliss. Johnny Bliss.
He didn't sing Despacito.
No, he sang
No.
Precious.
Are you talking
whatever
about the
precious
Reed guy?
means
The guy who...
in Spanish.
Listen,
He's
guys.
Johnny Bliss.
Listen.
I'm looking
Are
at
you
it right
talking
now.
about Reed?
Johnny Bliss. No,
Okay.
I'm
We're
saying
supposed to be super
Johnny
fans.
Bliss.
Wait,
Both of the gentlemen did a great job.
Both
Either
of them
way,
did-
they did a
did-
really
did-
good
Are
job.
my panel just not believing me right now?
No,
It's
we
Johnny
don't know.
Bliss.
We don't know who.
It's
it
Johnny
is.
Bliss. I'm looking at it right now. It's
Okay, Johnny
I'm gonna
Bliss.
check your sources.
Okay, Johnny
serious.
Bliss. Come on, guys. We're supposed to be super fans.
It's the one that Alicia stood up for. He had a 4 turnaround chair. She sang Spanish to him.
Yes.
Oh,
in
yeah.
her song.
I loved his
And
spirit.
it's
His name does not match his look. Like, I was
Maybe
so
that's what
thrown
it is.
away-
So you're
thrown
saying that
off
he
by
needs to be renamed?
Well, I mean, just
are you saying,
I
Bryce?
don't know. I was just like Johnny Bliss. Like it sounds, like
It was a Mark
superhero.
Anthony song. In English, it's Precious, but in Spanish, it's Preciso.
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 Precioso.
Precioso.
Preciosa.
We're
Have
so
you know I got a
bilingual
B
here.
minus in Spanish?
We're so bilingual here. But I liked Reed, who quit music to focus on his bartending.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah.
It's usually the other way
It's
around.
usually,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
But no,
But-
I actually, that guy was really good too. I liked him.
Yeah, he was from New York. He's 26. And
Oh, this is Johnny Bliss again.
he was the karaoke. Oh, you're talking about the bartender.
I'm talking about the bartender. The 34-year-old.
The 34-year-old.
Yeah.
That's.
I relate to people that are 30
That are older?
because I'm.
Because they're in your bracket now.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
Look,
don't know.
look, you
Whatever
guys
do
have
you
your phones.
mean?
You have your phones and computers. I have my pen
You're
and
talking
paper
about
here,
Reed.
you guys.
You are not that old school.
You're talking about Reed.
Yeah, I'm talking about Reed.
Reed. Okay, he did Elton John.
Okay, but yeah, we don't need to talk about him. Let's move on to the next day. Like, that was better. The next day was way better anyway.
Yeah.
Are we saving the best for last?
We're
Is that-
saving
is
the
that
best
what we're
for
doing?
last.
Okay, because I've been waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna be
Go ahead.
late
Ready to
all the way
bounce.
to the end.
Go
We're
ahead.
not ready to go there yet?
Go there. See,
Can I?
for episode 3 or 4?
4.
No,
Oh,
she's
no,
talking
not with
about
her
the
yet.
very last person. You have to save the best for last.
No, you got to save the best for last.
All right, guys.
Let's
I'm
get
feeling a little
Yeah, we gotta
antsy.
start.
Feeling a little antsy
Let's get
right
into the
now.
top of episode 4, which aired tonight. Also, a really strong episode. So many great performances.
Mm-hmm.
So many great performances. Who was your highlight performance of the night?
Okay, well, I mean, I think. Do we want to? Can we?
Can we say it together?
I mean, before the end, is everyone just loving the end
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
okay,
okay.
let's just go to the end. Okay,
wait,
whatever.
Wait. I mean, okay, let's talk about like the guy Wilkes. I thought he was pretty good.
Oh,
like,
Wilkes was
he and his
great.
wife
Wilkes
had
was great.
Team
he-
Blake.
Yeah, he and his wife had the same haircut at one point in their lives, so that I really appreciated that. And also,
Oh, wait, is Wilkes the one? Okay, wait a minute.
He has
okay,
the long red hair.
Okay, I have something
Yeah.
to say about
His
this.
hair was amazing.
Okay, so that's the
Oh,
one
I
with the
liked
long
him.
hair
Yeah.
who said, you know, his wife is the breadwinner and she's
Yeah.
doing his hair. So what is he doing?
He's
I'm sorry.
focused on music.
I'm sorry.
All these people are starving artists,
Okay,
you
wait a
guys.
minute. Wait a minute.
He's a stay-at-home dad.
Okay, I'm saying, okay, I know times are different now. See, I'm old
you
school.
had-
I grew up where the man, even if he wasn't the breadwinner, he was out really hustling with a real job and pursuing his dream. I don't know if I can have a guy just singing, staying on the couch all day,
Well,
and I'm doing his hair.
Technically,
And I'm pressing
he's
his
cooking,
hair.
he's
Chance.
cleaning,
He's a
taking
stay-at-home
care of the house,
dad.
he's taking care of the children. You know,
Yeah.
he's doing a
also
lot.
Chance.
He's a stay-at-home
I'm
dad.
sorry.
Chance, 30 years ago they didn't have Xbox. Okay, there's a big difference.
And not to mention, his wife owns her own salon.
I know.
So while she is there and she's running the salon, he's there. He's taking care of the kids. He's cleaning. He's cooking. He's preparing a home for them.
Writing music.
Writing
I
music.
had to get into it because I
Passion
just
is amazing.
it's just different for me. And then I guess the icing on top was just she's doing his hair. Like, are you his
His
mom
hair is
or his
amazing.
wife? Like, I don't know.
Listen,
First
I'm
of
sorry,
all,
but if
she
my-
has her own salon, so I'm gonna say this: she likes doing hair, so if she
Yeah.
can do his, why not?
Listen, my
No,
hair
wait,
better.
why
my,
not?
My hair
if
better
you,
look amazing.
hold on, I am a fashion stylist, so if my man, not saying I'm
Way to
single,
brag, by the way.
I'm single, but
Just to put that out there, I am single. I'm looking.
But-
You can slide in my DM. Just to let you know.
don't
Before I say
slide
it.
there.
Yeah.
Y'all may not like what y'all get back.
There will
But-
be no sliding.
There will be no sliding.
Maybe-
There will be no hotline blings in my
calling.
DM.
Maybe
No
skip
leaving a song voicemails, none of
At
that.
all.
Maybe do-si-do in your
I am a
DMs.
fashion stylist,
I
so
like
if
those
I do
too.
that all day and I want my man to look good, of course I'm gonna work on him too, because
I get that.
because I know what I like and I know taste, and I'm gonna make sure that he looks good too.
So,
And we
but
need
what's
a lot
the
of
what
help.
I'm saying is, what's the point of him looking good if he broke and he ain't contributing to nothing? He just looking good, walking around the house, you know, sleeping on the
said
couch.
he
I'm
was
sorry.
broke?
I'm just saying.
I will not be a part of this conversation.
I'm sorry,
guys.
you looking better than me. How you gonna look better than me? I'm
he
making
was
the
broke?
money and you all
He
dressed up.
is not looking better
Well,
than
straight
his
down the
wife,
street.
I
okay?
know somebody who is actually
sorry.
contributing. Can we just say it all together? I'm just gonna change the subject.
Yeah,
We're just gonna
do
move
it.
along.
Go.
I'm sorry.
If that's okay with you, lead host Chance.
I need a real man. Look, I ain't pressing your hair out. I ain't painting your nails. I don't believe in that. And you gonna sit on the couch. I work
Well,
too
there
hard.
is one gentleman that does not have pressed hair or that is sitting on a couch.
Maybe
And this guy-
don't speak too soon.
Right.
You saw his hair.
His hair was great.
Wait, the thing?
Yes.
I did
that
not
was
like
dreads.
that.
That was dreads.
It was
He's
a
an artist
distraction.
and
I'm sorry.
he's
You gotta pull that
artistic.
off your face so the camera can
Well,
get
let's
your
talk about
face.
the music since you guys don't care for his hair.
I didn't care. It was a distraction. I was
You're
looking at the
so
hair the whole time.
judgmental.
But
It's
it was great.
amazing.
But when he opened his mouth,
We got
it
an
made you
old
forget
schooler
about
over here.
everything.
Okay, wait.
right?
No, she's gonna play it. Oh my God, this was like
Dude,
goosebumps.
I was speechless.
No, this was Goosebumps.
Wow.
Oh, it was such a beautiful
You were like
rendition.
I was like everyone's gonna want him. That's first one note.
It was so fresh.
Can I be honest, guys?
Oh, it gave me the chills.
Always.
For a second, I thought that he was going to pick Adam. I don't know.
I thought he was going to pick Adam too.
That's what I was
No.
going to ask you guys. Do you think that...
No, he plays the piano. I automatically knew he was going to pick Alicia. He went in there with Alicia. He was going because that's why he played the piano.
So you think that's who he had in mind? Because he never
Yes,
said. They never
that's
said.
who he had
never
in
said.
mind. That's why he sat down and he played that piano because he knew that she's one of those coaches.
But he said that's all he really knows how to do. Is play the piano.
Yeah, but they have
that's
a
what he's good
band.
at.
But they have a band. He could have used the band.
Oh, he could have used
But
it.
he sat down and
Okay.
played the piano. So he
That's what she would
specifically
do.
that's why when I was sitting at the table, I said he's going to pick Alicia. That's why he did it.
It was so much love in this song. Literally, I felt like love just oozing out of this song and just warming the hearts of everyone watching him because I started to tear up myself. I was crying in my right eye.
And
just
that
about
truth
him
that we
right here.
talked about, that truth, that feeling the emotion in every word, you could tell this really was about his daughter. And that's,
It was about the story.
because we've heard this song a million times. We've heard it in a million renditions, but he made it his own. He made it memorable. And that is what I am looking for. Make yourself memorable. When we cut off this show today and we go our separate ways, I'm going to go
That's
home
what
saying, hey, man,
Coach
did you see
Candi
that
is
kid?
looking for.
Listen, you guys see me on The Voice. Did you see that kid, Terrence? That
Slide
sang,
into her DMs.
don't
her
slide in my
DMs.
Don't stop. Hey. That's where I'm going to draw the line. I'm going to draw the line right there.
Right.
I will not accept any of your DM messages.
Draw the
You
line.
will be ignored. You will be ignored.
I definitely agree. This was a performance of a lifetime. I even wrote down that this is the most moving performance that I've seen probably in all the seasons that I've watched.
That's enough for me.
This is probably the most moving performance that I've seen. He did amazing. I forgot that this was actually a song that has already been done and written and out there and is huge. He put everything, his whole entire life into that song. I'm so glad he got a 4-chair turnaround. And I'm so glad he went with Alicia too. Because he plays the piano. I just feel like she's going to know what to do with that. And I will say this, besides Christiana Danielle, I think he could definitely win.
He can definitely take it home. When I heard his voice tonight, it literally took me to a whole different location, mentally and emotionally. Like I was like on an island, or I was just somewhere else. And that's what music is supposed to do.
Right.
You know.
Forget about everything.
You just
else
forget
around
about
you.
everything. That's how you know it's good music, because nowadays we don't have music like that. Like I don't forget about anything. You know, you're living in the moment. All the music created now is just in the moment music. But music that takes your soul to a different place, take your heart to a different place. That's real music.
Yeah, I think he did that for Alicia too.
Love.
Because she was literally almost in tears too, sitting in her chair. And it's true. It's like you just went to a whole different place. It was really good.
It was so
Bryce.
gentle and so sweet.
That's what I said. I wrote down he could win. Like, this guy, I don't know. what
Straight
else,
to the
like,
point.
I gave him
electric.
3 stars. I was
Yeah.
like, store. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were my Uber driver, I would definitely be giving him the very.
He
Like,
would get all the
5
stars.
stars.
5 stars.
5
All the
stars.
stars. Man, I cannot wait to see what happens with his career.
Yes.
Like that's what we should be saying about these people. Not, okay, well, I wonder if they're going to make it to the next round. No.
Yeah.
I can see him as an artist. There isn't anyone out there like him. And that's what I want.
He can definitely be an icon. I don't know if I like the hair. It's a distraction. I'm sorry. It's a distraction. It's just
Oh,
it's
no.
a distraction.
But
I like it. I feel like it's
it's
Wakanda.
dreads. It's
you know,
dreads.
we're
authentic
we're
to
Wakanda
himself.
in it.
I get
We
it,
are
but
in
it needs to be
Wakanda.
styled
Wakanda
differently. Maybe he could put
Wakanda
little 2
forever.
braids down the middle or something. I mean, I don't know.
He's an
I don't
artist
love
and
it.
he's
I
sensitive
love
about
it.
his shit.
Yeah,
I
he's very
understand
artistic, and
I
he
know.
showed it with his hair. I love it. Like,
No, it's great.
It's individuality.
I feel like it's great because
But
he
some stuff just gotta
did
go.
show-
But you know
They
what?
show baby pictures of him. I mean, not pictures of him from
Young.
20 years ago. He had the same. He got to let it. Some stuff you got to let
But,
go.
but let me say this. It's all
with
about
time.
when
I'm
you're
sorry.
an artist, it's all about self-expression. And I think that
It
has
is.
contributed to why
Yeah.
he is so great and why he is so dope and why his voice, because he's allowed himself just to live in his truth. So you have to do that all the way through your style, and that's what makes an artist an artist.
Yes,
That's why
but-
Erica's Erica and Prince and Michael
get it.
Jackson and They're
get it.
individuals.
You better preach,
Okay,
girl.
but listen, you can also just do like Neo and just put on a hat.
No,
No,
been
because
breaking
that's
it.
Neo.
Yes. But see where Michael Jackson and Prince and all them are, and where Neo is.
Okay,
no
first of all,
comparison.
First of all, Michael Jackson was wearing lace wigs
No.
because
I'm calling about
Yeah,
that.
but he
yeah,
had.
yeah,
Don't call
bless
out
him.
the list.
God bless his soul. Michael Jackson was wearing lace wigs.
But it's
He
not
could've
just the
let it
hair.
go.
It's artistic.
Well,
Michael
at a
Jackson
certain
was very
age,
artistic.
a lot of men start to lose their hair, baby.
That's
So maybe
fine.
he started to go bald, and he didn't want nobody to know.
Look,
He's
Neo
not that
rocks
old.
hats.
He's like my age.
Neo wears hats really well.
But look where
And I'm
Neo's
telling a lot
at.
of these men.
Where's Neo at?
Neo's
He's
also bald.
hosting-
He's
Okay,
also
first-
bald.
Neo's
But
doing
where's
well.
Neo at on reality? Oh,
Okay, first
My
of all,
bad.
no. He's hosting on
Neo-
World of
Neo's doing
Dance.
his thing. Yeah,
He's actually hosting
He's
on
still
World of
doing
Dance.
his thing. Mhm.
but
So
that
he's a dancer.
okay. But where were they asking Prince to host on
I'm just
anything?
saying, I like
All
the
right, guys.
hats.
Was
What are we
Madonna-
talking about here,
I
guys?
like Neo's
Where are we
hats.
going with this?
But he was so original. Like the thing about him was so original. Like I like what you said. He came out with the piano. He was able to make a song like completely his own, change it. I didn't think that. I totally forgot it was one of the most famous songs ever too.
Ever.
Yeah,
Because it was original. He made it his own.
he's very artistic.
It's just crazy that really ultimately changes everything. But I want to see somebody like him. I want to see someone who can really make you feel goosebumps. Do people just sit around and like cry at the show all the time? I'm like watching the performances, watching the judges turn around. I'm like, oh my god, that's so awesome that he did that.
It's emotional.
Right.
It's so amazing
Right.
that they like. Gosh, this huge artist must see something in them. And then I get go to my
and
sad
the fact that he just seemed so calm, like there was nothing, he didn't overtry, he didn't overdo anything. It was like he really went into his own world too.
And that's what I'm talking about. Now, this is the difference between this. What's his name again? Wait.
Terrence.
This is the
Cunningham.
difference between Terrence and then the other guy who's
Jamai.
Jamai, who sung "You Got It Bad" by Usher.
Mm-hmm.
It was an inward focus versus that outward focus, and that's what made his performance so beautiful at the end of the night.
Yeah.
It was like water. It was like the ocean.
So easy.
It just flows.
Sweet.
It did.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
I know that I missed last week, but did you guys talk about, because I want to know who's your favorite coach? Like who do you like?
I found a new love for Kelly Clarkson.
Everyone is loving Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. I love
Oh my God!
I was
And
just
she's the
gonna say.
best decision they've made out of all
Since the
picking
whole
other
show.
and picking other women. I always liked when they got Alicia one, but then they went through Molly, Christina. They went through a whole bunch of other
Gwen.
people.
Did you
Yeah,
say
I
Gwen
like
Stefani?
Gwen. I love Gwen. I have a place in my heart for Gwen. But Kelly, I have found a new respect for her. Like I follow her on everything now. Like
She's
I
funny.
absolutely love
She's
her.
fun.
She's
fun.
very authentic. She's Southern authentic.
I love that
She
too.
is
That she's
beautiful.
Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Being from the
Kelly,
South, you know.
Kelly brings something so dynamic to this show as a judge, and I know it has probably boosted the ratings because I think since she's been on the show, it's like everyone else is just mediocre now. Like it's a new level.
You know what it is? And she said it herself on the show when she said, I was a part of the competition. I competed to get to where I am. and that's
American
the
Idol.
truth. She did. So I think, like,
Yeah,
for
watch
me,
American Idol.
that would
in-
make
on
me think
September.
twice about choosing her.
No, not September. What am I?
I would it would, as a contestant, I would think like, okay, you know what? She's right. She knows what it takes to win.
She does.
Literally, because she has done just that. She has won a major competition.
And then you
as a
forget
singer.
that she was actually on a competition and won. She has actually detached her whole career
Yes.
kind of from
she's
that.
proven herself.
Yeah,
Totally.
she's proven herself even as hard as it's been for her, through the industry because she is so authentic. But she has proven herself beyond American Idol. So you forget at the same time that this is just not a big artist. I mean, she came from a competition too, just like they're doing right now. And,
Yeah.
basically she's now Kelly Clarkson.
Well, I'm glad that you guys feel. It's because I feel the exact same way. First of all, I like an underdog. I mean, not that she's an underdog, but she's like she's the first judge. Like it's her first season. I would love to see her win.
Her win.
Like I'd love to see her win. I'd love to see her pick somebody to win because I think I just like that kind of story.
Oh, that would
Even
be
though
awesome.
they've all won, haven't they? Like Alicia's won for sure.
Alicia
Yes,
won last
Blake.
season with Chris. Blake has won, I think, like a lot of the seasons.
Yeah.
And so has Adam.
Yeah, so it would be nice that also for that fact too. It's like
That
it
should be
would
the
nice,
first
be
judge.
nice, yeah, just to have.
her
And
first win.
I mean, yeah, she's just like, I don't know. I feel like I relate to Kelly Clarkson. Maybe I'm like, Southern, full-bodied woman at heart.
I love
Full body. I like that you added that in there. Full body.
I really relate to her. I feel like I really like her. Like I
love
wanna hang
her.
out with her.
Well, this is the thing about her.
She's
know.
authentic. She's Southern. She has that Southern hospitality. She's very authentic.
I don't think of her as from American Idol either. I don't think of her from a singing competition
she
at all.
made you
I think
forget
of her
about
as like
that.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson has her own identity. She knows who she is.
Yeah.
She's confident in who she is. And
There's something sexy about
she's
that.
something absolutely sexy about that. But keyword, like what you said.
Swimming.
Sorry, I had to.
She's
Whenever
so
somebody says
relatable.
sexy, I
Do
thought
it again. Do it again.
Oh, wait, I messed up.
You're really good at Spanish because you can roll your R's.
She said she got a B+.
B minus.
That's it.
I got like
I added a plus for you.
B minus.
I took it twice.
That's all right.
yeah.
4 years.
But yeah,
I took it 8 years. And I don't even want to talk about it.
Right.
I have a minor in it and I can't speak it.
But she's absolutely a breath of fresh air to have on the show. So let's move into.
And I love Alicia, by the way. She's like, I mean, screw the guys, because I mean, she's so, like I said before, like is the best salesman I've ever seen in my life. Like I would
great.
go on
She's
her
great.
team. Like
She's
I wouldn't
great.
even care. I'd be like, sure, I want you.
She knows how to hit your
Because of who you
heartstrings.
are.
She's like, you are so like I feel this like energy and this electricity. I'm like,
know, and
that
divinity
just
came into
I'm
the
just
room.
like, okay,
divinity-
all
the
right, whatever
divinity
you
came
want me
into
to
the
do,
room.
Alicia.
she's great. She makes you feel like you're on top of the world.
On top of the world.
Man.
Yes. So let's move into, as we're getting ready to close, let's move into next week's predictions.
I love that sound.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Let's move into predictions. So next week, do we have more blind auditions or when are they
I think
over?
so.
Yes, there should be maybe like, I want to say 2 more rounds of blind auditions.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. But I know that next week we do have more blind auditions. And I think they always do kind of try to save the best for last. Oh, and this, I'm interested to see this because they got Angel, who is, I think, I want to say, the first transgender on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
that's, that's going to be very interesting. But I don't know, just, more strong voices.
More strong voices.
More like people who have versatility
And I just want to see more variety. It seems like everybody on this show is from the South. I mean, come on. I mean, the world is bigger than this. I mean, this is a show for everyone in the world. Anybody can come on, right?
Oh,
Why are they
yeah.
all from the South and they all sing country? I mean, I get it. No
Is it
jazz.
the world or is
I'm
it
just-
America?
I think it might just be America because they have different voices. They have
Yeah.
The Voice Mexico, which is the dude from Despacito. He was actually the 4th up in The Voice Mexico. So he got all 4 turnarounds in The Voice Mexico, and he actually ended up being the 4th contestant in The Voice Mexico.
Really?
So they have different ones in each, I think, different like countries.
In different countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see some more people from the East Coast and from New York City and, Chicago and just different places. I want to
Yeah.
see more of that.
I know for me, I really get a kick out of the comments that the judges say to each other.
Yes.
No, Kelly Clarkson. That had me rolling. As well as Blake's Happy Dance. Like for me, I
Blake's
love
Happy Dance was so
the relationship that they all have together and the camaraderie, and it's that to me it really makes the show. I think that
It
this
does.
season, like the judges are fun and they're picking on each other, and I love that. That's one of the things that makes me come back to watch it every single week.
It's definitely great chemistry between all of the judges. And it's fun. It's just so much fun. I mean, between the 2 judges on the end that are always going back and forth. I mean,
And the fact that you can
Blake and
block somebody now, like
Blake and
that,
Adam.
that's such a great feature.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they added that.
yeah.
I think it's a fun feature that they added. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, dang, I wish, because you get to block Kelly and it's like, dang, that could have been his coach. But if they still do steals this season, they can steal them away if they decide
That
to.
is-
It's kind of
I
screws.
love it.
It kind of screws the person
Yeah.
more so than the
More
judge.
so than the
Yeah.
judge.
But it
it's
makes
funny,
the show.
yeah, it's
Because they
funnier
can't
for the judge.
choose really who they want. Because the one
Right.
guy said when he came out, he loved Kelly Clarkson. He loves her. And that was Johnny Bliss when he got the 4 turnaround. And
Who is he again?
he was the.
Just kidding.
It's been
Now
a lot.
you remember
Well, this
he
is the
did it.
thing, guys. It's been so many performances. It's hard to keep up, but
Yeah.
still, it's it's just a few that stand out.
I want to see a fight break out, like maybe like a
Do
like a
you?
boxing match or something. Like I just
Between
You
the
watch
judges?
too much reality TV.
Right.
Yeah, seriously. No, I'm kidding. I think that I hope that there are better, like the best performances are to come.
Yeah. That's what I'm
and
hoping
that's
for.
usually how it is.
This is good.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
good
Exciting.
stuff. Yeah.
Exciting. Well, what a fun show.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to have you
I know.
on this show.
I'm so
Yes.
happy to
on
be
last
here.
week.
This is so nice. You guys have welcomed me with open arms.
Absolutely.
So
you got
happy.
some sisters welcoming
Yes,
you.
yes.
To the family, all right? We're going to teach you
Yes.
some things.
Get
We're
your
gonna-
melody
Hopefully
popping.
maybe like some fashion,
Yeah.
some hair, maybe you guys can get my hair, my
yes,
nails,
some
something
natural
like that.
hair
yeah.
products.
All that.
We can get you
All that
your
good
curls
stuff.
going.
You're looking right.
Looking right,
Jesus.
and then some good
Please
home
don't.
cooking. We can teach
Yes,
you
that okay. I'm down. I'm please. I'll bring
Down
you
for
like
that.
I'll bring
I
you
love
like
it.
a candy bar, maybe.
As long as you bring a Snicker bar. I like a
Right.
good Snickers.
All right, so for everyone watching, I'm your host, Chance Cessna, and you can find me on social media at Chance Cessna, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. What about you guys?
And I'm Bryce McLeay. You can follow me on all social media at Bryce Advice.
I love that.
Bryce
I don't give any advice, so don't follow me for that.
What? We can't call on you for one thing.
No, that's misleading.
So
I'm Monique Loveless, and you can find me on all platforms at Miss Mo Loveless. You can also watch the new show Life Sentence tomorrow starting at 8 p.m. and I will be on that too.
Yes, so please go and support our girl, guys. Thank you so much for coming and seeing us every single week. We're doing this right here at The Voice. I am Miss Candi Marie, and you can find me on Instagram at Miss Candi Marie and on Twitter at Sweet Kindred TV.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.